morning, folks. Fred here, VE3FAL, Ontario Northwest Bushcrafter and Outdoors. Riding along with Gary here in Big Red, and we are off this morning to Walker Road to do a test of the Baofeng CT9 FRS radios. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick distance test. I've charged them up. I have records of receive hours that I get out of the radios already. I'm going to put that in a video. I have the manual that I'll put in a video for you guys, and a couple other things here once we get a test done today. But we will not be line of sight. We will be on a road. I will record the road going in as to what it looks like, and what's going to happen is I'm going to get out. Gary is going to drive every, well, I don't know, every half hour or half kilometer, or a kilometer, and he's going to check in with me, and we're going to see where I lose him and at what point. So that's the game plan here this morning. So I'll catch up with you guys once we hit Walker Road, and once we get onto Walker Road, just so you guys can see the terrain, I have an idea where I want to get let off or let out, and then Gary can backtrack and come and pick me up from there. So we'll catch up with you guys from Walker Road. All right, guys, we'll give you a look at the terrain here. As I said to you, it's not going to be line of sight by any means. There are places here that that is very much doable, but just so you can see what we're up against here when we do the test today. So I have the spot in mind. We're 2K in on Walker Road already, but I'm gonna get Gary to drop me off just up the road here. Gary's gonna come back this way, and every 500 or every half a kilometer, he's going to give me a call, and he's going to keep track as to how far we hear each other, or I hear him, whichever, vice versa. I'm going to be standing outside. So yeah, we'll see what happens from there. But as I said, you guys can see the terrain. We've got the hills here. We've got a little bit of everything going on. I'm not sure what these are rated for. I will look that up in the manual. But again, that's very deceiving, all depending on the terrain. So I'll catch up with you guys once we're in place and ready to go.
We're going to reset this.
Yep. All right, folks, so we're 5K in right now.
Take a picture of
We've
that.
got this reset to 0.
Just a minute so they can see that.
All right, so we're, okay, and we're reset to 0. So I'm going to get out. I'm going to stay here. You guys have seen part of the road in. The batteries are full charge. Just do a test here, a quick test. Hello, test 1, 2.
Testing, testing.
Okay. All right, so they're working. So we know they're working. We're picking up a little interference on the vehicle I can hear. All right, I'm going to get out, guys. And Gary's going to drive. And we'll see if the bears can come out and get me.
I'll see you at 0.5.
All right, sounds good. So Gary's gonna give me a call at 0.5 first. So as you guys seen, the terrain is not the greatest terrain. I know it's a crude test, but this is what type of stuff we'd be going through with the quads, you know, other than going to the lookout, places like that. So to the very end of Walker Road, it's 5K from where we are. So Gary is going to get a hold of me here at every half a kilometer. Okay. The horse flies are out. I'll have to fight them. So the screen goes to sleep when it's not being used. USB to charge. Again, a line of sight test would be the best. The woodpecker back there.
Hello, hello?
Yeah, I hear you well. How do you hear me?
Hear you nice and clean. It's got lots of bars.
All right, sounds good. So that's at half a K, right?
Yes, sir. 0.5.
Yeah, you're showing lots of bars here on receive as well, so that's good.
Copy that. On my way to 1.
All right, 1 kilometer next. All right, so there's half a K, full bars. So I'm going to take the plastic off the front here. And there's a little better look at the front. I know it's bright out. So we'll just await Gary to go to 1 kilometer. Yeah, the flies are bad out here. Well, mosquitoes now. Oh, a hawk out there. Yeah, horse flies, deer flies.
Hello, I'm at the 1.
Wow, still full bars, Gary, at 1.
Copy that. So are you?
All right, we'll let you continue on.
Copy that for 1.5.
All right, so 1 kilometer. And I don't know if Gary's in the... Are you in the Jeep, Gary, when you're calling, or are you outside?
I'm still in the vehicle, sir.
Okay, yeah, you're a little bouncy there, but we copied.
Focus reception is a little bit scratchy on while I'm crossing. When I'm stationary, it's much better.
Yeah, absolutely. Flies are after me. Just trying to walk around here a little bit. Whoo, they're buzzing around. They want me. Okay, try that again, Gary. Where are you?
1.5.
Okay, you're 1.5. You're really noisy right now.
So I'm standing away from the vehicle.
All right, that's a lot better. It's a lot cleaner. A little bit of noise, but otherwise, I got a copy on you. All right, we'll let you head on over to 2 kilometers. You guys hear the horse flies and deer flies buzzing around? It's insane, buzzing around my head. They're on the camera. Yeah, of course they are. On the camera, on the hands, all over. It's mostly deer flies. All right, he should be at the 2 kilometer mark here right away. All right, I think that was you that just triggered the radio. You have a copy on me at all, Gary? Well, looks like 2 kilometers in this terrain is the max. It's looking that way. So again, I have to look at the specs just to see what the range is for these. But we've got 2K between us, and that's hilly. There's trees, you know, everything around us. There is no line of sight where we are. You copy it all there, Gary? There you have it. A little bit of a distance test today. Just walking around trying to keep the flies at bay. They're brutal, man. Yeah, it's a deer flies, and they like to take chunks out of you. Not like a mosquito that's just a pest and, you know, they leave a little bump. These guys take chunks. So, between 1.5K to 2K in extremely rough terrain, hilly, treed, that's about all we get. Now, line of sight, once again, should be a different ball game. So an interesting test, no doubt.
Hello, I'm back at the 1.5. Do you copy?
Yeah, I copy you fine at 1.5. So in this terrain, we know that 2 kilometers is a little too much for these radios. We proved that. Yeah. All right, we'll let you head back this way then. That's a test well done anyway.
Well, it's a real life test, right? It's not a test, it's a test.
Yeah, under real conditions, and that's what I was trying to explain to them. You know, it's different somewhere else, but if this is the actual terrain that we're quadding in, or we're walking and hiking in, it's important to know what kind of coverage we do have, right?
Yeah, real scratchy when I'm traveling. Your reception is very scratchy.
Yeah, you're just in and out of there from time to time, but otherwise, you're nice and clear and full bar anyway. All right, guys, so that concludes the test.
This might be off a little bit. I haven't checked these tires yet to see if they're right on with the speedometer, right?
Yeah, but I'm sure it's pretty close. I mean, what's a couple 100 meters or 100 meters going to change, right?
Yeah, for sure. And the nice thing about this test, Fred, is we're in hilly conditions, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I was trying to tell them, that we've got trees between us, we've got rocks, we've got roadway, all kinds of dips and dives, so absolutely. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys here. for when Gary approaches. Okay, I'm going to take some pictures here for... All right, so I'll take you guys on the drive back from here to show you what kind of conditions we were in.
Well, we'll do it again, right? We'll just reset.
All right, guys, so we're gonna backtrack here and just show you. This is where I was standing here at the 5K marker. We'll just take you along here so you can see the terrain, exactly what we are up against here. So again, it's a true test in actual conditions, and that's what counts, I think. Don't ever rely on, well, there's deer in there. Yeah, deer back there. Don't ever rely on what the box says and trust it. Like any of your other gear, it's important that you test it and use it and know how to use it. Yeah, that's right. We have the hills up there too in between us once we get around that corner.
And I even backed up to the top of the hill and there was no reception. So here's where one mark was.
Okay, so
that's 0.5.
This is 0.5, so half a kilometer from where I was. So once again, you guys can see how it's changing and how we had the hill up here. It would have been in between us by the time Gary got and all the trees and everything else that's here in the gully. So we're up against some rough terrain once we're in here. And this is obviously the 1K marker right here. I would guess. So here we go once again. This is 1K from where I was standing. So this is
right there too.
Yeah, and this is the other road, I think, that would take us into that other, yeah, this was the culvert that used to be washed out, so there should be a road. Did it grow in?
Yeah, so 1.5 is coming up here.
All right, so we're coming up to 1.5K, which is where I heard Gary last.
I think it's just around the bend here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
All right, so here's 1.5K from where I was, and we'll just drive you guys to 2 so you can see where. He said he could hear me. It was scratchy, but I couldn't hear anything on my end at all. I tried hard. Well, I did. I shouldn't say that. I heard one click, and then that was it from there.
Which is just breaking static, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not sure if that Squelch can be adjusted on those. I didn't check that. So here we are. Here's 2K marker right here.
Yeah.
So this is where it was done, where we had no communication whatsoever. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, everyone. This is Fred, VE3FAL, Ontario Northwest Bushcraft and Outdoors for Saturday, July 22nd here in Neebing, Ontario. Take care, folks. 7-3. Stay safe. Watch out for one another. And watch out for the other guy because he may not be watching out for you. 7-3. All right, guys. So Gary and I went out and tested the CT9 FRS radios today from Baofeng, however you want to call them. These radios came from Baofeng Canada from Tom, and he sent them to me to, you know, play with, test, and to kind of review. As I said earlier, it's important to test and know your gear. And I just want to go back, and I digress a little bit because I had mentioned that I wasn't sure if the Squelch was adjustable. The Squelch is adjustable, all right? So it's important to know your menus, to know how to get to them, but there's a big but here. The lower the Squelch, the more noise you will pick up from the vehicle, from things in your home, around your home, and stuff like that. So it's important to understand and know that as well. So if you're going to bring the Squelch level down to maybe pick up a little more noise or a little more hash, you may not only be getting interference from something around you. If you do not have a tone set or a DCS tone or a CTSS tone or whatever the heck you want to set up, depending on the model of radio you have, you may be getting interference from somebody else. So, and I know that for a matter of fact because of the neighborhood I live in. If I'm on channel 1 on FRS and I don't have a code in there, I'm picking up everything and everybody. So, including chargers for batteries, chargers for phones, you name it. There's different things that will trigger the FRS radio to go off, which could falsely lead you to think someone is calling you. So that's just where I want to go with this. So there are, I think, 7 levels on this radio, and it is adjustable through the menu. But you have to be very cautious, once again, as to where you adjust that level to. So I just wanted to add that in here just as a little bit of a caveat. And again, like I said, it's important to understand and know your gear. The next radios that I'll be playing with in the field are 2 watts. They're the CT23s. They run 2 watts, not half a watt like the radios we had outside today. So I'll try those next, and we'll see how they perform. And again, I just wanted to add this little bit to the end of the video that I'm producing right now for the CT9. So. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Watch out for one another. And remember, watch out for the other guy because the other guy may not be watching out for you. This is Fred, VE3FAL in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada, YQT73. Stay safe, folks.